Hi folks, Jay at Kearney Planters down by Thamesville, Ontario. We're a recent new horse dealer, the only dealer in this part of the country, which is exciting. What we've done here is we're into some tillage equipment to complement our Kinze business, our planter modification business, which is the core to Kearney Planters for quite some time. What we've got here, I just want to tell you, is our horse product line, just here for a few minutes, get you introduced to what's new. This is a horse joker tool. I saw this tool myself a couple of years ago at a US show right behind a combine. I was very impressed with what I saw. So we're a horse dealer now. Just want to give you a little bit of tidbit detail on this machine. It's not really a vertical tillage tool. It's a total tillage tool. It's a very high speed tillage tool, and it's quite a versatile tool. This model here is an RT300, which is, this model is brand new. It's a great machine. We're also just now building in USA is where this product's made. RT series still, but new generation. We'll talk about the subtle differences. This RT manual depth control. It's just a crank handle for return to depth stop conditions, and wedges, manual wedges here to fine tune fore and aft leveling of the machine. We set that so it generally drafts straight when we're pulling it. We'll pull it ideally 10 to 12 miles an hour. It does great work at 8 to 12, or it can even, some people run a lot faster than that. But what it does is it works ground like nothing I've ever seen before in my 40-some years of experience farming. We had an RT22, the new generation, here all spring. Had it to over 40 places on demonstrations in a wide area, and it went very well. That machine's been sold. Another machine's been sold. This machine's sold. It's a very exciting product to get in on. It levels fields, it's very fast, and it leaves a terrific seed bed to plant into. So just to go over this machine again, we covered the depth control. We have 3 sets of hoses. This model we can dial in downforce on the wings if we're in extremely hard ground, say after wheat harvest, disking in, cover crop. We have the ability to maintain even penetration across the bar. They're a heavy machine. They'll penetrate soil where a lot of other machines won't. We have a very erect angle of attack. 17 degrees front, 17 degrees rear. We're very erect here where our angle of attack is, and after that it's a lot of ripping and throwing. And with speed, tillage, the breakdown of clods is incredible. The soil's fired off here. It's immediately picked up by the back gang, cutting the rest of the bed that isn't cut yet, firing it into what this flex roll system is. When the machine is in the field working, the wheels, no matter what style you get from us, are up in the air. Those are only down to move it on the road. So when we turn around, do a hairpin turn on a headland, this roll flex system carries the weight of the machine as we do our turn. These are spring tines. This model, it's 10 mil thick. Bigger, heavier models, they can get up to 12 mil thick. This little flexing action make the circle. They will not plug. I've been in 40-some conditions, some of it not ideal conditions, no evidence of plugging, and we were told that from the get-go. That is correct. The soil is fired into the system. A lot of the soil is going into this roller. This is what makes it very unique to all other brands on the market. So we're sifting and tumbling the soil further, a little bit more horsepower needed again. You need 15 horse per foot ideally. You can get down to 12, but 15 is better than 12. Speed matters here. It ends up leaving fines on top. These are actually packing the seed bed. It's about the perfect combination of pack and unpack, in my experience. It's a great thing to plant behind. So that's how tillage happens. You'll ask why, how does this thing handle rocks and high speeds? That never goes with anything. This thing does work quite well in rocks at high speeds. We use a rubber suspension here. There's enough flex to that when you do hit big stones that it will give enough so you don't shatter bearings or break blades. Of course, anything's possible. Any machinery can be damaged, but it is extremely tough and robust. That's just how it works. So that kind of covers how it works. Like I said, the rear tires are only there for the road. The benefit of turning on the massive area of this, less headland compaction, that's a good thing. The drawbar pushes down, this pushes down, lifting the machine for your turn. That's how it works. So that's pretty slick. Sometimes we have too much pressure on our headlands, more compaction. Compaction's the enemy. All machines compact when you're tilling soil. My belief is this is one of the lesser compacting machines there is due to the design and the angle of attack of these blades. Even like a cultivator can still compact terrifically if the soil is not in condition to work. They all have negatives. This is, in my idea, is one of the lesser evils of compaction. When we get around here, I'll show what the subtle differences are. Colleen, maybe come around and we'll just show what the difference here is in the original Joker design that this machine has sold at. They have some great deals clearing the last of these out, and then we're starting with the new gen RT they're building now. The difference will be this beam to beam is 7 inches more spread in the new ones, and the arm length where the disc bearings bolt on to here is 3 inches longer. That offers more trash flowability, and depends on everyone's system of what you are doing with fall tillage, what kind of corn head, what kind of varieties, situations. It's going to vary a lot. So we have a certain client base that is this is primarily a spring high-speed tillage tool, and this will take pretty much any amount of spring trash condition and price point. This is why this machine's selling. When these are all gone, we are simply going to only offer the new build, which is the new generation, and as I said, they're just stretched a little there and stretched 3 inches here, 7 inches there, 3 inches there, and basically everything else stays the same. So that gives you an idea of what's new with Horsch Joker tillage equipment, and I think that covers everything. I guess I didn't talk about our depth system when I started is manual control. What also we offer is electronic control. It's a very simple system. We have a valve block and a little box with 2 knobs on it, a power button and a cal button. Once it's cowled once, which is very simple, we'll have 2 knobs, one to control depth and one to control that center cylinder, which is 4.5 leveling for a straight pull draft. If you're a kind of guy that does not like getting in and out adjusting things, and you know what you see, which a lot of experienced farmers, most of us do, the electronic is pretty slick. If you're in a situation perhaps where there's a lot of help that aren't really sure what they're doing, and you just want to set it up and have them go work that field and come back and move them and get them to do another one later, the manual's probably right. It's just a safer bet. So there's lots of options out there how all this works. So the excitement's incredible. I've worked my own farm this year with one, and like I say, I've been to so many locations and so many soil types and situations with the demo tool we got around, that it is indeed, in my opinion, one of the more exciting tools out there. It's certainly worth having a watch for. Give us a call. We'll get you close to someone running one, or gladly get you a demo if we need to get a few people together. So by all means, call Kearney Planters down at Thamesville. And my name's Jay, and thanks for watching. Thank you.